The bits of gossip about Diddy are getting increasingly more ludicrous, as per reports spreading across the roads. Diddy's association with youthful Miami was just a front for him to disguise his mystery relationship with Saucy Santana. In spite of their earlier association being everything except regular. Are you a cheetah? No, I used to be a cheetah. I'm not a miscreant, no more it used to be, I'm a reality. Telling that you are straightforward man, genuine. I will give it to you legitimate. I hate attempting to lie, dodging, concealing, put no one in a terrible mood, no part of that. And Saucy Santana makes sense of how Diddy has been accountable for everything, even their relationship. Yet this isn't entirely, there is more squeeze around this. And right away, we should begin gracious. We know how hip bounce has been for a really long time at any rate. And just had present you realize this, is there have been tales about Diddy being a down low scene part for a really long time, yet are these cases genuine. Diddy has involved virtual entertainment in the past to declare the introduction of his seventh kid. He composed Mother Brushes, Quincy Justin Christian, Possibility, Delilah Jess and Myself, all adoration. You so much communicating is huge, get a kick out of being a parent. The best is God presently. It's essential to feature that youthful Miami had no kids to scatter misguided judgments. That is the truth. The sweetheart of Diddy anyway had an extraordinary perspective on how dating affects her. She expressed that while Diddy and she are both unmarried, they are dating in a meeting with XXL magazine. Things began to deteriorate once the word got to the fans, and the surprising pregnancy sensation ignited different reactions. Certain individuals imagine that Diddy just had a kid since Saucy Santana's association with Diddy became public information. Many individuals accepted did he fathered a kid to distract from his relationship with Santana. Then again, there are tales that guarantee youthful Miami could have felt let down, assuming that she had learned she was viewed as the side chick. Individuals communicated their wonder in a marginally mocking way by saying, haha, Diddy had a child with his supposed not-so side chick. Diddy is purportedly drawn to folks and has a sexual relationship with Saucy Santana. Divi recently said on Twitter that youthful Miami was not his side young lady in the midst of the spreading allegations, with an end goal to re-establish control of the circumstance. As the reports began to go crazy, this proclamation was made: anything you say, Diddy, your activities don't uphold your words. And to finish it off, rumors from far and wide suggest that Diddy's sentiment of youthful Miami was just a front for his wild endeavors with Saucy. This was clear as day when you found Diddy's affection for spruced up guys, since he buy and buy called 50 penny to take him shopping. Clearly, the man is frantically attempting to conceal his relations with Saucy. And that is the reason he would rather not lose the youthful Miami safeguard. Diddy doesn't restrict himself to committed associations. As is notable, he has a history of infidelity. He straight would not concede that he was dating anybody when youthful Miami got some information about its memorables. Fundamental that Diddy has been giving youthful Miami a sizable monetary recompense. While she went about as his better half, she's even shown expectation to sever their relationship in the past, after Diddy cut her payment from a dumbfounding $500,000 to $200,000. Given the significant amount of cash included, it's a good idea that she might be spurred by monetary contemplations anyway. She underlined the meaning of matching men's power during an Instagram Live meeting to keep their premium. So maybe that makes sense of why she has invested with Diddy's homophobic effort. And since she's getting compensated, that is the reason she coexists with Snigana. Yet regardless of how much Diddy attempts to conceal reality, can come into the light a few captivating insights about his clandestine contribution in LGBT exercises have surfaced. The craft of exchange was framed by Keith, a previous safety officer for Diddy, that Puffy once gone to shower gay gatherings with superstars like Will Smith. Furthermore, a transsexual dissident has made charges that Diddy has been involving transgender whore administrations for quite a while. It appears to be that Diddy is more complicated than it initially seems. He was presumably, perhaps, of the most notable figure in the rap culture of the 1990s. Yet ongoing divulgences raise the likelihood that he may not be basically as direct as a great many people think. These are not just unwarranted tales. Even the late hip bounce craftsman DMX freely got down on Diddy for his questionable activities and treatment of the late artist Big Deal Smalls. Unfortunately, DMX went suddenly in April 2021, not long subsequent to having a cardiovascular failure at New York's Whitefields Medical Clinic. Yet, before he unfortunately died, he stunned data about Diddy when Puff Daddy was as yet known as Diddy or Love. As per DMX, he physically attacked him. Big Deal Smalls enlightened him a mystery concerning this. It's a frightening disclosure. What uncovers a dim side of the music business that most of individuals never see. And the blows never stop DMX. Likewise related an occurrence from his initial vocation as an unsigned craftsman. The Locks thump him out for a record, managed terrible kid. You realize the lock sign first not mean they were a safer bundle, asserted DMX Puffs. Marked them, and you realize it was great for them to get marked and terrible for them to be on the Benjamins. Yet after that, he constrained them to compose verses, for him dress them in suits, cause them jiggy to hold on to their distributing and assault them. DMX uncovered in a new meeting that Diddy passed on marking him since he didn't think the harsh writers and them rapper was monetarily practical. Certain individuals are currently anyway proposing that there may be more going on, might it at any point be that Diddy dismissed DMX in light of the fact that he wasn't physically sufficiently engaging to him to fulfill his own necessities. After all, associate reports for a really long time recommend that Diddy favors folks. DMX regards Diddy regardless of the way that he dismissed him. He even commended the awful Kid Pioneer for being transparent with him about his absence of attractiveness, saying that it was honorable. There is something else to DMX's esteem, however, as he has additionally referenced the amount he regarded Big Deal, and how the late rapper trained him to esteem life. Tragically, things got ugly when it was self-assured that Big Deal confessed to Diddy's sexual maltreatment of him. At one of their meetings, various individuals who were near them at the opportunity have arrived out to blame Diddy for mistreating, quite possibly, of his most talented artist. This shows that these stories truly do have some component of truth. No one had the option to follow Diddy's path, due to how capably he had the option to trick the craftsman. The craftsman went hungry because of his deft and shrewd coercion. While filling his pockets with a large number of dollars, it appears to be that Diddy has enjoyed his own preferences clandestinely for a really long time anyway. It's memorables. Urgent that Diddy has a few experts in the field who some have alluded to as his Don Juan days, and who are continually available to him. One of them, Eco Cirrus, made an unpretentious implication to these cases in a discussion with the Morning Meal Club fans. Feel that despite the fact that Diddy didn't straightforwardly just own it, his nonverbal communication inferred it, and upheld their doubts. His nonverbal communication and look upheld it. That is so extremely obvious. He can truly feel it under his skin, and feels awkward and cornered. He was nervous and liable, and he nearly chuckled. His hands are out of control, and he couldn't look at them without flinching. It's additionally vital to recall that Diddy isn't the main individual from the hip jump local area, driving a mysterious presence. Private connections with individuals who recognize as straight or normal in the diversion area, as Danny Kid, who valiantly came out openly, uncovers. This assertion sheds knowledge on the universality of such encounters. He expressed that while his situation on not uncovering anybody had not transformed, he became burnt out on the deception exhibited by people who harbor animosity toward the gut, in addition to local area, especially considering the way that a large number of them are themselves as of now closeted. Do you recollect the day Breathtaking and Diddy were at a party, and Diddy gave off an impression of being inebriated? Diddy started calling Fantastic Daddy in an enticing voice. Curiously, when gotten some information about his activities. While impaired during a morning meal club interview, Diddy denied having seen any video or having any memory of the episode anyway. Diddy additionally did this on different events, so it wasn't simply this one during a webcast with Kevin Hart. He truly conceded that he and Usher once divided a bed, exhibiting a closeness among them. And that otherworldly social Bob, maybe this is the motivation behind why liquor is habitually alluded to as the fair squeeze. It has an approach to bringing to the surface the things we've been keeping down. Rick Ross has freely said that Hit Bounce has acknowledged they'll gut in addition to Populous, so apparently he might have known about all the business bits of gossip anyway. It's not hard to expect that Ross put forth that comment try not to affront the compelling tycoon, since he would have rather not taken a risk on estranging him. That is all there is to it for now, on the off chance that you partook in the video. If it's not too much trouble, similar to share and buy it.